What's going on, everybody? It's Coach Gary. How you guys doing? Welcome to the broadcast. Today we got the Heat and the Nuggets. This is game 4. Great implications because if the Heat can win this one, then it's tied up, right? Yeah, it's tied up. But if the Nuggets win this one, it's 3-1. Am I right? Am I? It's 2-1. Yeah. I'm right. It's 3-1. And there's only one team to has come back from that deficit in the playoffs. What's up, Andrew? Michael Smitty in the house. Wait. Hey, Coach. Good series going on. 2-1. 2-1. Yeah. 2-1. This is game 4. 2-1. Right. So if Denver wins, it's 3-1, and very hard to come back from there. Only one team has done it. If the Heat win, it's tied up again. Only thing bad about that for the Heat is they got to go back to Denver, Colorado, and who knows what's gonna happen. All right, so I can't wait to get into it tonight. Hopefully, I have a lot of people showing up. Everybody that comes in, you know what to do. Hit that like button. We also have, hang on just a second. Bring this down just a bit. Yeah, so here a little bit early today. So let's take a look at the matchup predictor. As you can see, the matchup predictor right there is giving this one once again to the Denver Nuggets by a large margin, 71.2%. Miami only 28.8%, and they're playing at home. Some of the commentators have already talked about what the Heat have to do to win. First, well, let's talk about the Denver Nuggets first, because I feel like I'm partial to the Heat. And I am. The only reason why I am is they're not my team by any means. The only reason why I am is because they were the underdogs. They are the underdogs. The 8 seed had to play themselves into this in the play-in game. But anyway, if Jamal Murray and Jokic can do what they did, can repeat what they did, and they have one guy, they have one guy to have a really good game. It could be Brown. The last time Christian Brown had a real good game. I think he had like 15, 16 points. It could be Gordon. You know what I'm saying? Just one other guy to have a really good game. I would say 18 plus points. And offensively, it will be hard for the Heat to win if that happens. All right. And Denver's going to have to play some defense, definitely. But for Miami, if Miami can get their two guys off, if Adebayo and Butler have a good game, and I thought Butler had a good game in the last game. I thought he had, I wouldn't say one for the ages, but he and Adebayo were aggressive. Okay, and I thought Butler had a really good aggressive game, trying to score. That hesitation wasn't there a whole lot, so I thought he had a good game. So if Butler and Adebayo both have decent games, and the supporting cast does their thing, Miami is hard to beat. They've proven it. They're in the series final, the championship finals series. They are hard to beat when you have Strus hitting that outside shot. Robinson came alive but it was too late at the very end of the game. You got Kyle Lowry with his experience out there. Who else I felt? Gabe Vincent didn't have a really good game. The Martin kid didn't have a great game. But if all those guys are clicking, Miami will win this game tonight. All right. With that said, it's about time for tip-off.
And expect a physical battle here tonight for Game 4. You see the Nuggets
And the Heat start with the ball.
Jeff Ewing's talked about the team that loses the previous game so desperate as we expect the big punch early from Miami as Gabe Vincent misses the first.
Gabe Vincent's first shot doesn't go down. I know he's waiting for it. He wanted that to go down, man, because he gets off early. He played pretty decent. Gordon left behind the three-point line. Can't pull it. Finds Murray. Murray being guarded by Strus. Murray to the basket. Kicks it out. Finds Porter. Oh, I forgot about Porter. Porter has a good game. One of those guys have a good game. It could spell curtains for the Heat. Miami, they get it out to Adebayo. He goes strong to the basket. Layup is good. And once again, Miami gets on the board first. And Coach Gary will put his score up early. But I won't keep it up. Jokic gets back out to Murray. Murray pulls up. Misses that one. Rebound tipped by Adebayo. And that is tipped to Butler. Adebayo. And then Butler gives the ball to Adebayo. Adebayo back to Butler for some reason. I don't know what that. I guess they're starting the offense through Adebayo. Now Joker has the ball on the other end still. 2-0. Joker backs Adebayo down. A series of spins and puts it in quite easily, I might add. Once again, ball's given to Adebayo. He's up the left side of the court. It's tied up. Adebayo back out to Strus. Strus skip pass to Love on the baseline. And they get it to Jimmy Butler for three. Straight line drive. Won't fall this time. All right. I'll change my score on the next dead ball. Butler has the ball out there. Being guarded by Jamal Murray. He's too little. Finds Adebayo on the baseline. Can't do anything with it. Vincent. Hard, difficult shot. Can't get it. And Strus diving for the loose ball. Can't get it. It's tied up 2-2. 9 minutes and 25 seconds left in the first quarter. Make sure you hit that like button, everybody. Coach Gary in the house. Game 4. Championship series. There's a defensive 3 seconds called.
And that started with, they blitzed that pick and roll. Love trying to play 2. Has to clear the lane, but
9:11 on the clock.
he's got to flash the middle so that
Murray shoots the technical.
Murray hits another free throw. He rarely misses.
And they get the ball back.
they get the switch, and then they go into the blitz of the second pick and roll. You see Love hanging out in the lane, but Gordon has to flash from the baseline up into the middle against the trap.
Shows you the brilliance of Joker. How many big guys are directing the traffic in that situation?
Jokic kicks it. Is that Pope? Uh-oh. Don't let Caldwell Pope get hot. Like I said, only one other guy, one of those role players, have a good game, and Jokic and Murray do their thing. Gonna be hard for the Heat to win. Gordon puts his shoulders down and heads to the basket. He's fouled.
One of the best in the business has stepping in, taking a charge that time, didn't get there in time. Correct call was made.
All right, we got Big Gordon on the line. Aaron Gordon. A lot of times he scores in bunches real quick, and then you don't hear anything from him offensively. Last game, he was playing pretty consistency, scoring pretty consistently, and then I said something about, hey, he might end up with 18 points, and he was done at 15. Still had a good game, though. I think he had 15 points. All right, he misses the first, hits the second. I know my score may be wrong, but the running score right there is right. Gabe. They get it to Love for three, and Love sinks the three-point shots. 8:22 on the clock. Gordon directing traffic. He gets it to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Adebayo. Murray hands it off, gets it back to Jokic. Jokic drives. A little floater is short. Rebound. Love. He gets it to Butler. Let's see if Butler is aggressive offensively this time. He gives it to Love. Love gives it right back to him. Gabe sends the screen. Butler being guarded by Murray, and he dumps that off. A little bounce pass to Adebayo on the baseline. Adebayo puts it in and ties the score. It's 7-7. Murray drives, gets it to Jokic. Jokic shot a little bit short, rims out. Rebound by Butler. Butler comes off the right side, kicks it to Adebayo in the paint. Adebayo fakes, gets it out to Love. They swing it. Now Shoes holds it at the top, waiting on the screen. Screen's there. He gets it to Gabe Vincent. Finds Adebayo. Adebayo goes to work. Can't hit it. Rebound. Michael Porter Jr. Denver slows it up. Murray calls the play. Hey, set me a screen, homie. But I think Butler's going to get called for a foul. Maybe it wasn't a foul, and we have a timeout. We'll see when we get back. All right, our first timeout today. And it's tied up. Do the Heat have what it takes at home to win this game? Or will the Denver Nuggets impose their will and take this one and have a commanding lead? Glad to see you, Michael and Andrew in the house. All right, 7 points apiece. And here are your scores. Gordon has 1 point. He hit a free throw. Jokic, 2 points. Little jumper there on the side, I think it was. Murray has a free throw. That's 1. And Caldwell Pope hit a three-pointer for the Denver Nuggets. For the Heat, Love splashes in a 3. Adebayo has 4 points. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. How many rebounds does Jokic have already? Jokic, 2 rebounds. Let's see how many rebounds he ends up with tonight. That could be a big part of who wins this game. Hey, thank you all for hanging out, stopping by. Make sure you leave a little comment in the comment section. You know, leave a little comment in the comment section. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, think about subscribing. you do if that happens. And we're back. Jamal Murray scores a bank shot. Denver goes up by 2. Vincent kicked it. What are you kicking it for? Good if it goes. Good defense by Denver. Basically a shot clock violation, or causing a shot clock violation on the Heat. Jokic, the trigger, gets it in. He gets it right back from Gordon. Gets all the way to the elbow. Now taking his time. Now he gets into the lane. Short shot, gets his own rebound, kicks it. Michael Porter Jr. for 3 outs. Rebound, Strus. Butler brings it back. Gets it to Strus over on the left side. He gets it right back to Butler. Adebayo sets the screen. They get it in the corner to Strus. He gives it back to Love. Lets one guy fly by. Can't hit the 3. And Strus knocks the ball out of bounds. Rebound by Jokic.
Yep, there it is. Landed on the heel.
Jokic lacing up those size 17s. I don't know what size it is. Gets it in. You can see he's got a slight limp, but he'll probably be able to run that out tonight. Gordon finds him over in the corner. Jokic, ball on the floor with his left hand. Thought about shooting, changed his mind, hands it to Murray. Murray to the right. Now step back behind the 3. Ooh! Shoots and makes it. Jamal Murray. 12-7 is the score. Denver in the lead. 5 minutes and 12 seconds left in the first quarter. Jimmy Butler calling for the screen. Gets it for Adebayo. And Jimmy pulls up for the nice short jumper right on the YouTube TV logo. And it's good for him. Jamal Murray now bringing the ball to the court. Calling out the play. Jokic, get out of here. Gordon, come and set this screen. Now you roll, big man. He gets it to him. He spins, loses it, but now Porter gets it, floats. Contact, foul not called. And then there was a foul called after, I'm not sure who got the ball. Might have been Love. Yeah, left hand might have got his wrist.
And was he going straight up or was he going forward at the time of the contact? That's a foul. I think too, Porter Jr.
Mark Jackson says it's a foul.
Jump shot each time to attack the rim.
Turnover by Miami. Murray with some fancy ball skills gets to the Jokic. Jokic finds Caldwell under the basket. He's fouled, but he can't finish the play. He'll shoot 2.
Free throws down for Denver. Take a look at the vision. Joker dropping it off. KCP gets him in the air to contact. Going to the line for 2.
Really good start by Caldwell Pope.
9-12 is your score. Caldwell Pope on the line. Can't hit the first.
NBA 2K 24 Summer League this July 7th through the 17th. Get your tickets today at NBAevents.com.
Yeah, I'm ready to look. I'm ready to watch the summer league, but I wonder who my Hornets are going to get. We don't do good in these situations. We don't have a good look choosing guys when we have a high pick. Gabe, I don't know what that was called. I thought maybe it was a travel, but he ended up turning the ball over. So I don't know if we're going to get Scoot Henderson or the other kid. Murray with the jumper. Doesn't go in. Rebound. Adebayo. Ball is lost. Caldwell Pope brings it up. Gets it to Murray. Screen set by Jokic. Ball back to him. He dumps it down to Gordon. He can't finish. Adebayo with the rebound. Outlet pass out to Strus. Strus finds Adebayo. Adebayo in the corner for Love. Love, not a wide open shot. Doesn't take it. They move the ball. Martin working hard as he usually does. Misses the first and finally gets the second. Jokic, a master wizard near the basket, turns and puts it in. 15-11 is the score. 2 minutes and 50 seconds left in the first. Adebayo hands that to Strus. Strus comes around the screen, goes strong to the basket. It's ripped, but he saves it. Love, skip pass over to Vincent. Vincent taking his time. 4 seconds to shoot. He pulls up now. Can't hit it. Rebound. Brown. He gets it to Murray. Murray on the left side. Finds Gordon. Quick pass over to Brown for three. It's good. It is now 18-11. Adebayo brings it down as he so often does. Finds Strus. They give it right back to Adebayo. Strus on the corner. I think Coach Spoelstra calls a timeout.
Well, this is a great example of how to attack the blitz and the trap of the pick and roll. As he drives it.
All right, the Heat not finding it easy to score. None of those guys that need to be scoring or scoring. So, like we said, the role players have got to do their job if the Heat's going to even have a chance.
Is an especially good thing to have if you love basketball. We just hope you can handle this much of it. Watch more games at once with Multiview on YouTube TV. YouTube TV.
All right, we got the team stats right here for you on this timeout. And this is what it looks like. Field goal percentage. Neither team shooting the ball very well. Denver 35%. So is Miami 35.7 to be exact. 3-point shooting. Denver had the lead this time, 3-5. Miami 1 of 7. Free throws. Miami has not been to the free throw yet. Or the free throw line yet. Denver has. They shot 5. They've hit 3 for 60%. Miami out rebounding Denver by 2 right now. There's your assists, your steals, and your blocks. Assists will be very important as this game moves on. Right now, the Denver Nuggets are in the lead. That tells you they're moving that ball. Miami's moving the ball too. They're just not finishing the shot. Just not scoring. All right, so right at this point right now, early in the game, the assists may be a little bit misleading. Turnovers, though, hurting Miami. That's 5 times. 5 times at Miami has not even had a shot at their own basket. Can't turn the ball over and win. Points in the paint, exactly the same, and that is it. Back to the box scores for Denver. Jokic 4, Murray 6, but Caldwell Pope also has 4. So right now, Caldwell Pope can stay with these two guys. You got to believe Jokic is going to have 20 plus tonight. Murray, he's a 20-point getter anyway, 20 plus. So who else is going to step up? It is actually due for Caldwell Pope to have a good game, a good outside shooting game. And for Miami, Love has 3, Butler only 2 points. He, again, he's not being aggressive today. Butler has shot the ball twice. He's 1 of 2. So shooting 50% right now from the floor, but he's not, he's not taking the shots. Adebayo shot 4. Adebayo has been pretty aggressive the last 2 games. Strus has not hit one. Martin has a 2-pointer. So I don't know, looking kind of bad for Miami right now, but the game is young. Butler. And as I speak, Butler steps up and drains a 2. And there are 2 minutos on the clock. A little bit less right now. Jokic, no look pass to Brown. That's Christian Brown. Had a great game the last time out. They kick it. Brown for 3. And that's Bruce Brown. Can't hit it. Butler with 2 more. Speak of the devil, and he'll show up. Tar Heel K in the house. What's up? Hey, I don't know, man. I'm giving my pointers on how each team can win. Like you just never know with these 2 teams. Yep, that's Caldwell Pope for 3. Can't hit it. Lowry with the rebound. He pulls a quick 3. Lowry banks it in. And it's tied up once again, ladies and gentlemen. Who knows which role player is going to do their thing on either team. All right, Jokic is going to go to the line after being fouled right there. Kyle Lowry with the bank shot. Hey, whatever. You gotta hit what you gotta. You take what you get. Jokic on the line hits the first. So like I said, and the commentator said this too. Believe it or not, Stephen A. Smith. Stephen A. Smith said, just like I was thinking, that these teams, they have 2 great players. Both of them have 2 great players. And those guys can go out for 30 apiece, but that's only 60. The role player has got to step up and do their thing. Got to be a role player or a role player by committee. Has to step up and do their thing. And it's the role players. Butler, Adebayo, usually they get theirs. Jokic and Murray, they usually get theirs. Who is going to be the role player or role players that step up? Because those guys are going to be the key. It's going to be Robinson for the Heat, Kyle Lowry, Vincent, And all they need for them guys is to hit that outside shot when Butler drives or somebody drives and kicks it. Is it going to be Strus? Ooh, Butler for 3, and he was fouled. JB coming alive here at the end of the first quarter. Oh, actually, he wasn't fouled. It's at the end of the quarter. My bad. I got excited. All right, so Jimmy Butler, right after I said he wasn't being aggressive, this game is pretty much a must-win for my. Oh yeah, it's definitely is a must-win for Miami. You know, like they said, only one team has ever come back from a 3-1 deficit. So I say something about Jimmy Butler not being aggressive, and as soon as I say it, he comes right back out after the timeout and is very aggressive. So aggressive to the point that I think he is in double figures now. Pretty sure he is. All right, so we check out these box scores after I turn on a little bit of music in the background. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Thank you for hitting that like button if you don't mind. Yeah, so right now Jokic and Murray both have 6 points. Caldwell Pope 4, and Brown has a 3. For Miami, Love 3 points. Jimmy Butler has 9. He's 1 short of double figures. He has 9, 2 and 2. That's 2 rebounds and 2 assists. Adebayo with 4 and 3 rebounds. Martin has a 2, and Kyle Lowry has a 3. Jokic, let's see. We're going to keep a rebound watch on Jokic today. Jokic, 3 rebounds. Nothing great right now, but who knows? He usually comes out and has a good rebounding game. If he has an outstanding rebounding game, again, they're tough to beat. Still in timeout mode.
Is picking up and making the Nuggets work before they get into their sets comfortably.
And Lowry has been matched up with Christian Brown since he's been in the game.
This has been a great defensive start for Miami Heat. Murray's double team gets the shot off Jocko. And Miller comes away with it.
Jimmy Butler. Shot rolls out.
Gordon again looking. Miscommunication. That's the first Denver turnover.
And what you're talking about, no help. The bigger Aaron Gordon is, take advantage of his size and strength, gets into the paint. Previously knocked down a three, that time rolls into the paint for the run.
He's had a really good playoffs overall. Defensively, he's done it. He plays his role beautifully on the offensive end.
And you see also Eric Spoelstra what he's done. He played Jimmy Butler to start the second, which is when Jimmy Butler usually is taking his rest.
Christian Brown has shoved out hard. So picks up his first.
And similar to what Mike Malone did in the previous game. Put a bigger demand on Joker and Murray to play extended minutes.
We got some wet spots. Eric Spoelstra supervises the workload. There's a lot of sweat. Great Alonzo Mourning.
Keith Askins, Bob McAdoo,
Yep. And Coach Pat Riley.
Andy Ellisberg, the great general manager.
People don't understand how great Bob McAdoo was.
One of the all-time great scorers. Again at 25.
Gordon hits a three.
Bam is good enough defensively to not dare him to shoot that shot. So you want him to shoot it, but not on that, on those terms.
I think Love, it makes sense for him to back off. Adebayo can contain the ball against anybody on the floor.
Christian Brown gets some good defense there. Bruce Brown tries. Finishes.
Good move by Bruce Brown. Robinson starting off where he left off in the last game.
Well, that's a slow shooting start. Both teams starting to warm up a bit. He's now up to 46% from the field. Shot clock winding down again. Gordon throws it Kyle Lowry. Was a violation.
Kyle Lowry with the old man move.
Kyle Lowry's so good at defending bigger guys.
17 years of NBA savvy. Lowry back to Robinson.
Robinson, no look pass on the baseline to a cutting Jimmy Butler. Ties it up again. All right, we have yet another timeout. It's tied up, ladies and gentlemen. Right now, anybody's game. Might as well say 0-0. Each team having their chance to take with the lead, but now it is tied up. 7 minutes and 50 seconds left in the second quarter. Both teams have increased their field goal percentage. Denver shooting at 40%. Miami 46.4. Now each team's shooting a three at a decent clip. Miami shot 12 They've hit 4 for 33.3%. Denver has shot 9. They've hit 5 for 55.6%. Shooting that three-point shot pretty darn good. Once again, Miami has yet to go to the free throw line. Denver, they are 5 of 7 for 71.4. Miami still hanging on to a 3-point rebound lead, 14-11. The assists have improved by Miami. They have 7 now, 7-6. Turnovers by Miami though, 4 turnovers. I thought it was 5 a few minutes ago, but right now I see 4 turnovers to Denver's 2 turnovers. Fast break points go to Miami, 5-3. Points in the paint go to Miami, 12-10. And the largest lead has been by Denver, and that's 7. Miami has had a 3-point lead. So right now everything is tied up, 11-11. Top 3 scorers for Denver: Gordon with 9 points, Jokic and Murray both have 6. For Miami, Butler has 11 points. Butler has 11 points. Adebayo with 6, and right behind him, Kyle Lowry with 5. Who will be that key? Who will be that key, or the key role player, or will it be the role players by committee? Will all the role players be in double figures? And that is on both teams. Caldwell Pope with 4. Michael Porter Jr. has not scored yet. They're going to have him score. Gordon right now looks like the leading candidate for the role player of the game. Jokic with a long 3, and it's good.
And the other thing is they have not played a possession of zone yet.
Ball stripped. That's going to be caught on Gabe Vincent. He got in foul trouble the last game. Can't afford to do that today.
These type of plays take the life out of you. Look how deep he is away from the three-point line. Comfortably and confidently knocks down the rainbow 3.
47% three-point shooting in the playoffs.
$33, soon to be 35-30. Murray finds a cutting Michael Porter Jr. for the slam. Tell you what, bro, they don't play defense very well. Nobody in the NBA does. Well, I guess when somebody's driving, you got to make a decision. Am I going to help out? And if you help out, all they got on the baseline got to do is move. If they hit them, it's an easy lay. Yeah, right. But that's just not good defense. You can't see your man. You got to see your man in the ball. That's all it is. Not good defense.
That's why Jokic upset. Picks up his first.
Kyle Lowry on the line, to the chagrin of the Denver Nuggets. 6 minutes and 40 seconds left in the second quarter. Kyle Lowry gets his first. Caldwell Pope comes back in the game.
Porter Jr. 3.
35-31. Kyle Lowry's second shot is good. 32-35. Gordon brings up on the left side. Hits Jokic. Jokic back to Gordon. He finds Brown. He's on the right side. Brown drives. Kicks it. They swing it. Michael Porter Jr. Back to the corner. Back to Michael Porter Jr. Euro step. Can't finish, but he's fouled on the play.
What was your guess?
Michael Porter.
What?
It's all the same. Free throws.
He said, not Michael Porter, but I thought he said Cardwell Pope. But anyway, Porter on the free throw line. Can't hit the first. Denver not shooting great from the free throw line, even though they're the only team going to the free throw line.
It's refreshing. And both teams that you talk about have the same approach and mentality. And when they do complain, it's in a talking manner. It's communicating. It makes a difference.
The last time the NBA Finals didn't have a single technical foul was 2013.
Michael Porter hits the second.
And the first.
That goes as the most non-essential stat ever quoted in the NBA in the finals. Who cares?
Dave Vincent finds Adebayo. He has an open shot at the free throw line. Instead, he gets it down to Butler for the slam. 36-34. Jokic gets at the Gordon. Oh my gosh, he goes to the basket strong and slams it through. Gets those two right back. Yeah, like I said, it looks like Gordon may be the role player of the game for Denver. Adebayo shoots it, can't hit it. Michael Porter with the rebound. Gordon feels like he can take him. Wow, that wasn't a travel? Strong move by Gordon to the basket. Told his teammate he had it, get out of the way, and he'd take care of it, and he did. Wow. I guess not. I guess that trail foot down would be more like almost like a jump stop.
Nuggets have been so intelligent to not let the switches of small guys on Gordon go unnoticed and unattacked. They have made them pay.
Gordon at the line, 5 minutes and 26 seconds on the clock. The second quarter is taking a while.
Gordon that time hits the free throw. He's the game's leading scorer for the first half with 14. Butler 13 for Miami. Robinson up top to Lowry. Davis Martin.
Martin drives. Wow. All the way to the basket. Difficult layup. Puts it through. Brown kicks it. Jokic, wide open three. Can't hit it. Rebound. Jimmy Butler. Butler to the basket. Can't finish it, but he gets fouled on the play. Now, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the first free throws for Miami.
And unnecessarily fouls him, and good crossover by Martin to blow by Porter Jr. for the nice finish.
Only the third and fourth free throws of the first half for Miami.
All right, my bad. My bad. They do have. They've shot 4.
WNBA, 1 p.m. Dallas and New York, 3 p.m. Washington and Seattle. And then Monday, the finals will resume back in Denver. Tip off Game 5 shortly after 8:30.
2 days between the rest of the games in this series should help a guy like Jokic get that ankle as good as it can be.
Doesn't seem like he's favoring it right now. After getting Enrique back in the locker room.
All right, full court press by Miami.
9 points.
Yeah, but it's just a man press. Gordon brings it down.
Low scoring first half. Caleb Martin a little over aggressive in his ball denial.
Caleb Martin called for the foul with 4 minutes and 47 seconds left in the first half.
So 14 fouls now on Miami with 4:47 remaining.
Well, that was interesting because the ball was in the front court, the foul was in the back court. If the foul's in the back court, shouldn't it go to 24 seconds?
Caldwell poked the trigger. He gets it in to Murray. Murray standing mighty close to the half-court line. He kicked it to Jokic. Another open three. This time is pure. Can't leave him open like that. You know he's going to hit it. Wow. Martin to the basket for the slam. Nice pass by Kyle Lowry. Jokic can't hit it somehow. It's tipped back in. And another score for the Denver Nuggets. Jimmy Butler. Here's the Adebayo. Adebayo with the short jumper. Can't hit it. He knew it was off when it left his hands. 46-39, 3 minutes, 44 seconds. Swing pass. Jokic takes another three. Short this time. Rebound. Robinson gets it to Butler. Butler up the right side. Screen set by Adebayo. Butler to the basket. Drops it off to Adebayo. He goes strong. Left hand layup is good. 46-41 is the score. Alley-oop from Caldwell Pope to Gordon is good. Now Kyle Lowry brings it down, goes off the screen, wants to shoot it, does shoot it. Draws a foul on Caldwell Pope. That'll be for a three. Dang, like, there was no one there. Like, nobody was there. But that was a set play because Jokic is really setting that screen on the guy in the middle so he can't get back. Even though it wasn't a screen, really didn't even impede Jimmy Butler. But Adebayo couldn't get back. All right, Kyle Lowry at the line, 48. My bad, guys. Well, I can change the score now. 48. Or 40, I think it is.
Gordon started his career in Orlando. He was the 4th overall pick.
All right, 48, 43.
Nikola Jokic, the 41st pick, which is just incredible. You have the two best players, Jokic, 41st pick. You've got Jimmy Butler, the best player in Miami, the last pick of the first round.
Everybody trying to chase Murray. Sometimes those late picks are where you can truly find.
This is why nobody can slow down Jokic. He isn't a great athlete, but his fundamentals are fantastic. Hey, good point there, Tar Heel K. And you're exactly right. Good pass, they get it to Porter. Porter can't hit it. Caleb Martin. So they call a foul on Jokic on the box out. Let's see. Let's see it. What? Oh, they call the hook. Yeah, they call the hook. It's almost like, you know, when the guys do try to box out, you know, and they have to do a little extra, they get penalized for it. So it's like you penalize the guy for doing that fundamental stuff. You said there, Tar Heel K. Like, all right, no, you don't hold people, okay? But did that hold, the little wraparound right there, did that impede or stop Jokic from getting to the rebound? I don't know. Like, the ref's got to have some discretion, and it's up to him what he sees. So if he sees that right there, Like I guess he didn't see Jokic pushing down on on Strus, so you know he's got to call what he sees, huh? I'm surprised Van Gundy didn't say that. That should have been like a no call. And then Mark Jackson would have said something about it too. I would have let that go. That's a no call to me. And Mark Jackson would have said that's a foul. He had his arm around him. That's a foul. All right, 48-43. Very entertaining game so far, if you ask me. All right, top two leading scorers for each team. Gordon for the Denver Nuggets has 16 points already. Before the first half is over with. Will he disappear? Is what he usually does. He scores a group of points and then he disappears. Like he'll go the second half and maybe score 2 to 4 points. But let's see. He's got 16 now. Let me see if I don't want to jinx him, but let me say the way he's going right now, he could end up with around 25 points. So let's see how many he gets. Jokic has 14 points. Still waiting on Murray. Murray has 6 points right now. Jokic only has 3 rebounds, guys. Uh-oh. They may have found something, Miami, that could help them. They can't stop Jokic from scoring, but you can stop certain other things. You can't stop everything, but pick something and say, hey, maybe by the end of the game, it will affect the score. All right, for Miami, Butler with 14 points. And right behind him, believe it or not, Kyle Lowry with 9 points. Adebayo has 8. Adebayo only has 3 rebounds. So there's nobody dominating the rebound sector right now. Let's see. Wait a minute. Jokic has 4 rebounds instead of 3. All right, anybody in foul trouble? Nobody on Denver. And Gabe Vincent, once again, 3 fouls in the first half. He'll probably have to sit down. Gabe Vincent 3 fouls, and he hasn't been able to create the offense he once had in the earlier series, because he hasn't scored yet.
Been a scorer their whole life, or a first option type of guy, and then your skills and your team morphs you into whatever role is best suited for you. And it's up to you to accept it or fight it. And Aaron Gordon in Denver has accepted what he does best for this group.
Gonna have a chance to win a championship.
All right, 50 to 53 is the score. Michael Smitty. Great call, the game coach. He needs this game in a bad way. I appreciate that, Michael. Jokic he's a machine. Hope the Heat give him fits. Going back and forth here, back and forth.
He might as well just yell. Got one.
Now the Heat finding their way to the free throw line. Free scores and the clock stops. It's always big when you're behind. Kyle Lowry, the darn near 40-year-old, still doing his thing out there, making stuff happen.
Causing the contact, gets away with it, and walks towards Masters and gets rewarded with 2 free throws. But it's the veteran savvy like Kyle Lowry that steals you points. It's a smart play.
And Kyle Lowry hits 2 free throws. Gordon. Bank shot no good. Rebound, Martin. Martin brings it down. You better stop him. He won't stop. It is stripped. Gordon with the ball. He kicks it. Michael Porter Jr. step through. Bank shot is good. Adebayo brings the ball up court. He's on the right side. He's got Jokic guarding. Picks up his dribble. Hands it to Strus. Strus picks up his dribble. In a little trouble, but he finds Kyle Lowry. 52-45 is the score. Turnover. Steal. Nice movement of the ball, and Kyle Lowry has to foul Michael Porter to stop the layup.
His thoughts on the defensive end. You see the drive by Martin, the active trip by the Joker, and then off to the race.
Definitely had to pick him up because he was going to slam that.
Transition, the Euro step by Michael Porter Jr. Tackle. First foul on Kyle Lowry.
Michael Porter Jr. on the line. It's the first free throw.
Free throws by YouTube TV. Scan the QR code. Unlock $24 off your first 3 months after your 5-day free trial of YouTube TV. YouTube TV. Try it free. Michael Porter's first 4 years in the league, he missed almost as many.
Now, I don't know if anybody from YouTube is watching, but if you are, what's going on? I can't see. I can't see if anybody is, but I'll check it out later. All right, 54. And just as I get to say the score, Miami scores again, so it's 54-47. Jokic fouls Brown. That's Christian Brown. He's fouling the play. And right now, trading free throws.
Well, you see Butler screening on Jokic, tight along the lane, forces the switch, and good bully ball move by Bam Adebayo for a Bam slam. That's good power.
This was the first. Brown had that fabulous game 3, 15 points in 19 minutes off the bench. The rookie from Kansas on the NCAA title last year. Played really well in the championship game.
Brown on the line.
It was 1 for 2. Hang up on a minute remaining. First half game 4. He's trying to tie this series up.
Jimmy Butler kicks it. Kyle Lowry drives, uses that body, flips that shot in. And it looks like Kyle Lowry is going to be the guy. I actually got Kyle Lowry and Martin doing a good job keeping the Heat connected. 44 seconds left before halftime. Shot missed. He'd have a chance. He kicks it out of Adebayo. Oh my gosh. How did he get to the basket on that? Started from the dotted lines. Flew through the air. Slammed it in. And good call there, Mr. Mark Jackson, because they went so quickly. They get a 2-for-1. They get the ball back. And Jokic is called for the offensive foul, so they get it back even earlier. So they can hold the ball 17 seconds. Or they can take the last shot, put it that way.
Clearly the shutdown of Jokic. Here's what we're talking about, pushing it in transition, not selling from the range, attacking the paint, getting this crowd involved.
55-51. Denver in the lead right now, but Miami has a chance to close it and get to within 2. Actually get to within 1. But I got a feeling they just want to score. 13 seconds to shoot. Jimmy Butler with the ball in his hands. Will he shoot it, or will he create and get it to someone else? He drives, draws a foul, shoots it. That foul's going to be called on Michael Porter Jr. 3.4 seconds left on the clock.
But also, Michael Porter Jr., you're so big.
Yeah, why are you reaching? Just keep your hands up.
And make Butler make it over your side.
Yeah, take a hard shot. Butler at the free throw line misses.
They're elite at drawing contact and getting to the free throw line.
Jimmy Butler misses both. He can't believe it, but then he doesn't get back and play defense. Luckily, his teammates do, and that's gonna be how it ends. 55-51 at halftime. What's going on here? All right. Box scores go like this. Gordon, 16 points. Michael Porter Jr., 7. Jokic, 16. Murray has 6 points. Caldwell Pope, 4 points. Brown has 5, and Christian Brown has 1. That's Bruce Brown with 5, Christian Brown with 1. Miami, Love, 3 points with 10 minutes. Butler, 14 points. Adebayo has 12. Robinson, 3 points. Martin, 6. And Kyle Lowry, 13 points. So, like I said, those role players. Kyle Lowry is the one. He's the man right now for Miami, because they're just like the other ones are just not even on the floor. Martin does have 6 points. For Denver, is definitely Gordon. Gordon has 16 points, but at this point right now, we know it won't stay that way. Murray only has 6. Caldwell Pope, 4. Jeff Green's only seen 7 minutes. Brown not pouring in the baskets like they have been in earlier games. So we'll see what happens. It is a 4-point lead by the Denver Nuggets. How did it get that way? It got that way like this. Denver Nuggets have shot 46.2% from the field, still, which is less than the Miami Heat. Miami Heat 52.6, but the Denver Nuggets lead by 4. 3-point shooting. The Denver Nuggets have shot the ball pretty good. They had shot it, well, not pretty good, darn good, 50%. They're 7-14, while Miami is 4-12. Free throws, the Denver Nuggets shooting 75%. They are 12-16. Miami shooting 70%. They are 7-10. Miami out rebounding the Denver Nuggets 18-16. Miami has more assists now than the Denver Nuggets, 13-12. Turnovers, Miami has 6 turnovers to the Denver Nuggets 3. That's probably the biggest difference right there. The Denver Nuggets have scored on some of those turnovers. That's it. Maybe 2 of the turnovers, but that's the big difference right there. Fast break baskets go to Miami. 7 to 8 points in the paint go to Miami. 22-26. So that is it. That is the reason why the Denver Nuggets are leading in this game. All right, what is going on here? Okay, let's see. Get rid of this. Maybe it'll work. Yeah, here we go. All right. So right now, a pretty good game. Like everything that the commentators have said, the reason that or what's going to make the biggest difference right now, you got to look at the two bigs on either team. They've got to do their thing, but then some of the role players have got to step up. Some role players got to step up. While Jamal Murray has not gone through his shooting streak right now, you've got Gordon, who has been, and they've said it in this broadcast, has been a leading scorer, a go-to guy in his career in the NBA. So right now he's picking up that slack, but they need to find one more guy that's going to put some points on the board offensively. Both teams, you asked me, playing about even defensively. You know, both teams are doing a decent job on defense, but then both of them are going to sleep. All right, Miami the same way, but you have Adebayo and Jimmy Butler doing their thing out there. Kyle Lowry is that guy right now. Can they find one more guy? Can they find one more guy, one more of the role players to do their thing? You know what I'm saying? Because Kyle Lowry actually comes off the bench. Can one of those starters, can Strus, it doesn't look like he's gonna do it. Can Robinson, who really doesn't start, maybe coach needs to put Robinson out there in Strus's place. You know what I'm saying? See what happens, because both those guys are pretty good driving when guys close out. I like Robinson though, but hey, we got 24 more minutes to see. All right, I'll be right back, everybody. Thank you for being here. Make sure you hit that like button. I'm Coach Gary. This is Coach GTV. And Adebayo scores, but not before the Denver Nuggets put in 2 points.
Jokic. Gordon fouled on the pass. And it was a pass.
I mean, he used the arm a little bit to get some separation.
Miss
but
Kathy Bolton, thank you for
possession type of contact.
rewind that, coach. Miss Kathy Bolton, thank you for subscribing to the channel. I appreciate it.
Down drives, speeds corner footer for the slam.
Jokic with a dime to Michael Porter Jr. for the slam. Thank you for subscribing and welcome to the family. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I'm trying to get to my next milestone, which is 1,500 subscribers. Not too far away from that. Gabe Vincent scores. And right now we're going back and forth, ladies and gentlemen. Nobody really wanting to play great defense. Coach, what are you doing?
Over and over again with well-timed cuts and getting rewarded.
Vincent collides. Jokic again, excellent hands. The deflection. 7 turnovers for Miami. Denver with just 4. Dangerous pass.
It was a dangerous pass, but it was calculated. Jokic for 3, can't hit it. Tipped. Back out to Murray. Murray drives, steps, shoots over Strus. Can't get it. Adebayo with the rebound. And the Heat continue to turn the ball over. Not playing bad offense, not scoring the ball bad, or not shooting bad, but they are turning the ball over. Gordon gets that to Jokic. He hands it. No, fakes the handoff to Murray and bullies Adebayo down and puts it in with his left hand. Adebayo takes it out. And then they give the ball to Adebayo. What is this? Whatever. I don't know their offense. But I have noticed Adebayo brings the ball up the court a lot. Strus for 3. Strus can't hit the 3. Coach, why don't you put Robinson out there, coach? Let the man shoot the ball. Love with the rebound. Missed shot by the Denver Nuggets. Adebayo brings it down again. Finds Jimmy Butler. Jimmy Butler on the right side. He wants to get to a spot. Instead, shoots that little jumper. Misses it.
Well, the Heat have done a good job defensively slowing down Jamal Murray after his explosion the other night. What a pass inside to Gordon. Beautiful bounce pass. His 4th assist. And the first double-digit lead of the game.
Good pass right there by Gordon. And the Denver Nuggets score 2 more points. Bounce pass to Murray. Hey, you can't be lazy. Can't be lazy. Like I said, both teams, he's following. You can't follow, and he slowed down. Slow down and trail them. Can't do that. You got to be on your P's and Q's. You got to be right beside him like you're playing, like you're a defensive back. That was a good look, good pass by Gordon, good layup by Murray. And you all know all Murray's got to do is see the ball go in a couple of times. And that may be enough to get him started. All right, there's your actual score right there, 65-55. Been a lot of back and forth right here. Neither team has stopped the other, but the Denver Nuggets are 10 points ahead right now, 55-65.
to go play with dolls. I wanted to prove them wrong. I had a flyer and I asked as many girls
box scores.
And I would take care of the rest. I'd like to thank the guy that's for me to go play with, though. That experience changed who I am as a person. No one can tell you who you can and can't be.
Gordon, 16 points. Now, like I said, now at the what was it? It was at halftime, right? Gordon had 16 points. Let's see. It was right before halftime. He had 16 points. Let's see if Gordon scores more points. A lot of times he scores in bunches, and then he disappears offensively. And I don't know if it's but I can't say it's just this team, because that's what he's been doing all playoffs, right? He'll score 10 points real quick at the beginning of the game, and then he'll disappear. So what I was gonna say is maybe the defense, whoever's guarding him changes, or he changes the way they're doing things, and it sort of shuts them down. I don't know, but we'll see what happens today. Michael Porter Jr. now has 11 points. That, hey, like I said, if they find some guys to get in double figures, even if it's by, what was the word I was going to say? Anyway, it'll come back to me. Even if it's more than one, right? It's going to be kind of hard to beat the Denver Nuggets. Jokic has 18 points. Murray now has 10 points. Caldwell Jones still on 4. Green, Brown, and Brown together have, off the bench, have put in 6 points. But these starters, everybody except Love. Where's Love? Okay, it would be a Love if Love was on this team, right? All right, so the Miami Heat. Butler, 14 points. Adebayo with 14. And then the only other person who is helping out with the scoring truly is Kyle Lowry. But Kyle Lowry doesn't start. You know what I'm saying? But dang, if you ask me, like, you got Love, Butler, Adebayo, Vincent, Gabe Vincent, and Strus. I guess Gabe Vincent is sort of like the point guard. And Love scores again. But you can't really say that because watch who brings the ball down most of the time for Miami. It's Adebayo. So heck, you might as well put Love in there. I mean, and once again they trade basket again. Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is out there now. Okay. Kyle Lowry is out there now. Love turned down a 3. Takes the next 3, banks it in there. Didn't get anything called. A little contact, wasn't called. But that's 2 threes. Jokic all day. And he's down on the Miami Strip shooting BBs. 70-61. Kyle Lowry picks up his dribble. Skip pass over to Vincent. Vincent can't hit it. Because you got to put all your guys out there, baby. Like, if you got to take Vincent out and put Robinson in there to be to be deadlier, do it. Maybe even the Martin kid. Jokic throws it up. Nice. Hey, did anybody else see Gordon except Jokic? Threw it up for Gordon and an alley-oop dunk. Adebayo being aggressive. The ball is kicked out of bounds.
And we start the shot clock to 14. Just a brilliant play by the Joker. Causes three defenders to come over and throws it just barely over the top. And then previously, no rotation to the body. Jamal Murray just stretches the defense.
And Kendrick Perkins has a nerve to say Jokic is not worthy of the MVP of the league. Get out of here. Yes, he doesn't look, because he's not very athletic, but he just, like Tar Heel K said right there, he's just very, very fundamentally sound. Jimmy Butler finds Kyle Lowry for 3. Kyle can't hit it. Bio with the rebound. Love fakes. Shots off. Loose ball, foul.
Two fouls on Martin. Third team foul. Less brought to you by YouTube TV. Get more than cable for less than cable.
Jokic throws it in. Murray being guarded by Martin.
For the Nuggets with Jokic and Murray.
Murray. Uh-oh. Finds the bottom of the basket. 13-point lead, ladies and gentlemen.
The largest lead of the game, 13-point advantage. Lowry gets inside.
Lowry finds Love. He drives. Love. Scoop shot is good. And the old man says, hey, let me show you what I can do.
What a job by Kevin Love, giving his team a spot that's right. First three-point line, knocked down 2 shots, and this time puts his head down, gets the contact in the hoop.
Love goes to the line.
I think Porter Jr. hasn't set a high enough standard for himself defensively. He doesn't have to slap down, reach down. Use your size.
Love hits the free throw. It's a 10-point lead. Murray being guarded by Martin. Gets it to Jokic. Back to Murray. Murray floats it up. Can't hit it. But the Denver Nuggets get a rebound. But now it's a mad scramble. And looks like Adebayo wraps it up. It's going to be a jump ball probably between Adebayo and Gordon. 4 minutes and 33 seconds left in the third quarter. Michael Porter Jr. takes a seat. Thank you all for being here today. Thank you for stopping by and hanging out with me, watching this Game 4 NBA Finals. After this, ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a couple of weeks break. You know, have that draft. Maybe my Hornets will do the right thing. And maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking the right thing is Scoot Henderson, but it could be Brandon Miller. Whatever. And then we'll see what these guys do in the Summer League. He get the ball. Kyle Lowry. Looked like he wanted to go to the basket. Wasn't there. Kyle Lowry finds a cutting Martin. Martin, has to contork his body. Can't get that pass. Here comes Murray. And that ball is out of bounds to the Heat. Butler has to go behind his back. He wants to get to a spot. They won't let him. They throw it to him in. Now he's at his spot. Can't hit it though. Rebound. Jokic gets it over to Murray on the left side of the court. Murray has a smaller Kyle Lowry on him. He turns around, shoots over him. It's short. Kyle Lowry loses the ball. Pass. They get it to Caldwell Pope for a 3. Off the mark. Love fights for the rebound. Finds that he's fouled on the play. And the old man is giving it all he's got. That is a great way to say it. Yeah, Kevin Love is a big impact here in Game 4. Yeah, that wasn't foul. He got pushed. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank our newest subscriber, Kathy Bolton. Thank you so very much. Love takes a seat with 3 minutes and 34 seconds on the clock. Robinson in the game. Martin working hard. Can't find anything. Gets it at the basket and a bad pass. Bad pass by Jokic, and Robinson picks that off. Sort of looks like one he did late in the game, in game number 3. And the Miami Heat got a layup out of it. I'm pretty sure that was Robinson who did that last game. It was either him or Strus. No, you know what? It wasn't either one of them. It was Christian Brown for the Denver Nuggets. All right, so we got a timeout on the play, on the court. All right, it looks like the Nuggets are pulling away just a bit. He's still hanging around, um, but you got to remember the Nuggets have a tendency to get a big lead and then sort of relax, and let teams back in it, or they've let the Heat get back in it. So we'll see if that happens tonight. Right now, they've got a comfortable lead. Well, semi-comfortable. It's a 6-point lead. Let's see if there's anybody in foul trouble. Well, just check out the fouls. What's the fouls looking like? All right, Denver. Gordon with 2. Michael Porter Jr. has 3 fouls, and everybody else is okay. Jokic has 2. Murray has none. He ain't playing no defense. Caldwell Jones has 2. Brown and Brown both have 1. For Miami, Love has 2 fouls. Butler, Adebayo have 1. Butler doesn't really play a whole lot of great, outstanding defense, if you ask me. Adebayo, I guess is the person he's playing, because Jokic, he hasn't driven the ball or tried to get down low. Or I guess when Adebayo's on him, he doesn't do a lot of that. I think he did one time, took Adebayo down low and scored. But Dave Vincent and Struz both have 3. Martin, Zeller, and not Haslam, but Lowry have 1. By the way, those who missed the end of the game, in the last game, Udonis Haslam was on the court for about 24 minutes there at the end of the game. Don't ask me why. I don't know if he decided he wanted to play or what. I don't know. All right, let's look at 2 categories here and get back to the game. 3-point shooting. Denver, 44.4% from the floor, 8 of 18. Miami, 6 of 19, 31.6. Rebounding. Miami has a 1-point lead, 25 to 26. And then turnovers, Miami has 10 turnovers to the Denver Nuggets 5. And that, ladies and gentlemen, I guarantee you, is the biggest reason the lead is like it is. Jimmy Butler, pass from Kyle Lowry, can't finish, goes up strong though. Thank you everyone who has put a comment in the comment section. You know what I'm saying? Make that comment section look a little bit full and not empty. The comments aren't rolling like it usually does, like it usually has in the past, but that's okay. Still got people in here checking things out. All right, Caldwell Pope gets it to Bruce Brown. He drives. Once again, Bruce Brown scores. Miami gets it down to Adebayo. Adebayo finds a little opening. tried to slam it through, held on the rim a little bit longer. They call that basket interference.
Causing confusion.
And the right call.
It may have went in if he let it go.
They're looking at the rim right now saying it's a little crooked.
It does look, from our angle here, it looks a little crooked.
Jokic looking at it. Ow.
Boy, does it check
You don't know. Gotta go check it though.
Jokic trying to fix it himself. Looks good. Now it looks better.
Pacers level.
Here's Scott Foster in his 24th NBA Finals game. His 29th year in the league.
So will they take some time to go see if that rim is even, or will they keep playing?
You have somebody to have to come out and check it out. Jokic is saying it's fine.
Yeah, Jokic is saying it's fine because that ain't your basket.
Everyone just take a breath and calm down. We're playing like we're down 10. We're up 8. I just settle down. We're up 8. Close the quarter.
Well, what a job Michael Malone has done. His 8 years head coach of Denver. He was 2 years head coach of Sacramento, an assistant. Mark with you in Golden State, Jeff with you in New York, also an assistant in Cleveland and New Orleans. 7 years a college coach, son of a coach, Brendan Malone, 28 years in the NBA. A life in basketball. When he wanted to go into coaching after playing at Loyola of Maryland, his dad warned him, it's a tough profession, no security. He goes, but if you have the passion, whatever you do, don't get married because it's so hard on the wife. So he gets his first head coaching job or assistant job at Providence. And what do you think he meets at Providence? His wife. He has done an unbelievable job. And right now, they're 2 wins away from a title. Right now, we're going to try and fix the rim. We'll be right back. We've got 2 different ladders.
They're trying to. We got a lot of cameras to work through. What happened to just a straight level, like you used to when you build a fence?
Right. Now, clearly they feel it's just off a little bit. The naked eye, it looks fine. So what kind of, what does this do? Is there anything you can do? There's nothing you can do as a coach to keep people warmed up, but
But it gives guys like Murray and Jokic, who are playing for the whole half, it gives them extra rest as it gives Butler and Adebayo.
Well, apparently they've got it fixed because the ladders are going away. And a good placement, thankfully.
Good job.
The man in the suit came through.
Right.
He did.
What the worry is, if the game didn't go on and we had all this time, what he might say.
That's why I think they sped up the pace, saving us our jobs.
Random predictions gone awry.
Well done, suit man.
All right, Larry Hall. Excellent job. You know, and that's not his only responsibility, leveling the basket. I mean, he's got multiple responsibilities, I'm sure.
It just hit me, Mike. Well, he left me out to dry when I said Superman because he knew it was Larry Hall.
Yeah, well, everybody knows that's Larry. No?
Yes, but normally you give me some love and join my team. You left me out as a solo act.
Well, you left me on the pickleball court by myself last night, too, so.
No comment, man. I'm retired from pickleball.
Me too. Rough injury.
All right, here we go. 68-76. But there is a that's a good there's a medical situation going on. Get out of the way, guys.
Certainly hope she's okay.
Yeah.
So now it's been 7 minutes since they stopped play, first for the rim and then for the medical emergency.
She seemed to be coherent,
We'll see what kind of impact.
but it did seem like
Still 2:07 left, third quarter.
it seemed like she was walking a little bit gingerly.
Jimmy Butler and the Heat playing with desperation, trying to even this things up. This series up before this.
All right, here we go. 2 minutes. 2 minutes.
The ball pressure of Miami is extended, and it's been really, really impactful.
Murray putting on a dribbling exhibition. Gets out to Bruce Brown. Bruce Brown sinks it and looks at the Heat bench as if to say, what? 79-68.
You mentioned earlier how improved Brown is as a shooter.
And then Butler comes back and gets his.
I really like the energy of Duncan Robinson defensively.
Christian Brown can't finish, but there's Gordon. Will Gordon have that 25? Martin with 3. Jokic finds Gordon. Gordon puts it in. Gordon getting points off the assist from Jokic. Jokic giving him work.
Just look at the tremendous speed. They rotate to him so he doesn't take the jump shot. The defense comes, delivery on point, and as well is the finish by Gordon. The ability to catch, blindly looks at the rim, then finishes.
The great athleticism of Aaron Gordon. Second highest scoring game of the playoffs for him.
Adebayo hands out to Lowry. Lowry pulls up at the elbow. Can't finish. Rebound Murray. It's a 10-point game. 21 seconds left in the third quarter. Screen set. Murray being guarded by Robinson. 8 seconds to shoot. 11 on the play clock. Murray goes. Bump. Kicks that. Oh my goodness. Ladies and gentlemen, I think Porter is going to have his 25 points today. Adebayo drives, shoots. Tough shot. Hits nothing. And the Nuggets finish with a flurry. Aaron Gordon is that guy. All right, let's see. Obviously getting ready to go to the timeout, but I still think the Heat got one win in them. But will it be tonight at home? You would expect it if they were to win, that it would be at home. But I don't know, ladies and gentlemen. It's gonna be a mad finish if they do.
What are you doing? Our kids are doing theater.
All right, for the Denver Nuggets, yep, he gets it. Aaron Gordon, 25 points today. 25.6 rebounds. Like I said, they would have to have, the word is committee. They'd have to have someone else besides Jokic and Murray do their thing. And they have. And although Murray's only had 12 points offensively, Murray only has 12 points, but he has 9 assists. But to pick up that scoring slack, Aaron Gordon, 25 points. That's unheard of from him being on this team. Jokic, 23 points. Will probably end the game with another 30 points. At least 28, I give him. Caldwell Pope, 4. But Brown has come off the bench and scored 10 points. Michael Porter Jr. Has 11. So by committee, Michael Porter Jr., Brown, Gordon. You know, that's 3 guys that you're looking for as the role players to put in some points. So really what it should look like, what it has been looking like, is instead of Gordon with the 25 points, is Murray with 25 points and Gordon with the 12, which will be, about the same difference anyway. So the Denver Nuggets are doing what they've got to do. Now Miami Heat, Butler, 18 points, doing his thing. Adebayo, 14. They still got another quarter. Both of these guys could end up with 20 points. But then they do have a few guys. They have Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry has 13. Love has 12. Love with 18 minutes. Kyle Lowry with 21. But the guys, the starters, let's see what Martin has 9 points. But the outside shooters, those that 3-point shooting from Gabe Vincent, who only has 2 points. Strus, who has not scored yet. He is actually 0 for 4. And 3 of his shots have been behind the 3-point line. Robinson has 5 points. Highsmith hasn't played. So, they're working on it, but it's just the biggest thing for them is the turnovers. The biggest thing for the Heat are the turnovers. And we can take a look at that right here. 86-73. How many turnovers now? 11 turnovers to 5. That's 11 attempts that the Heat have not taken at their own basket. And the way they're shooting the ball, they would score on a lot of them. At least half. So that right there is why the score is the way it is. Martin at the elbow. Ball goes down and out. 86-73. Jokic with the ball at the top of the 3-point arc. He's fouled by Robinson.
His first game foul. The fourth quarter has been their form throughout the playoffs. First game 2, the great comeback. They get their wins in Denver. And even in Denver's 2 wins in games 1 and 3, the Heat made a fourth quarter run. Obviously didn't win.
11 minutes and 20 seconds left.
Going back to what Spark asked earlier.
in the game. This is the fourth quarter. Jokic hands it off to Murray. He's being guarded by Martin. Martin all over him. Gets it to Jokic. Jokic, three-point shot. Air ball. Now, can the Heat take advantage and get a couple of points? Maybe even 3 and possibly 4. All right, they hand it to Kyle Lowry, a true point guard. Brings it down, gives it to Robinson. Set play, Adebayo near the elbow. Looking to get it off the high screen. Wasn't there. Ball kicked by Jokic. And he's telling Robinson, hey, if it's not there, you keep going so we can run the play. If the screen's not set, you still go on the baseline so we can run the play. He could have popped at Jimmy Butler. Now Martin with it. Martin takes an extra step. It's blocked. Kyle Lowry finds Robinson, fakes his man, shoots a 3, rattles it in. Duncan Robinson for 3. Murray being guarded by Adebayo. He gets it to Jokic. Jokic being guarded by Martin. Jokic kicks it to Brown in the corner. He shoots a 3. Adebayo snatches the rebound, hands it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry racing up the left side of the court. Jump stop, kicks it to Martin for 3. It's off the mark. Martin can't get to it, and it's out of bounds to the Heat. Christian Brown tried to save it, went off his hands. Still a 10-point game. 9 minutes and 57 seconds left. Adebayo tried to get it to Rock, tried to basically force it, Robinson. Now Murray is run down. It's blocked. Kyle Lowry stops behind the three-point line, finds Robinson. He is fouled. Trying to get that to Jimmy Butler. Man, Murray, why did that ball float like he did? He was gonna do a finger roll. Should have put it on the glass. He was gonna finger roll. He finger rolled it. Robinson gets it into Adebayo, number 13, looking to get it to someone. Now he finds Robinson. Robinson comes off the screen, can't hit it. Rebound, Bruce Brown. 86-76, 9 minutes and 27 seconds left. 3 people in the chat. Where you guys at? Offensive foul. Is that on Jokic? That is not he didn't say 5. Wow. I didn't see that. So Jokic has 5 fouls. 9 minutes and 18 seconds left in the game. Oh, good move by Adebayo, but even better strip or defense by Gordon. Ooh, he got all ball.
Looked like a pretty good strip right there. And I wonder if Michael Malone, and that would have been off of Adebayo.
Yeah, it would have been off of Adebayo.
Double-edged miss right there. If Michael Malone would go back to Porter Jr. to try to get another offensive player on the floor.
Bam Adebayo
And to me, here's the
hits the first free throw.
on the floor. Jamal Murray's got to run the offense for himself. Look to make plays as a scorer and also get other guys involved.
All right, the question is how long will Jokic sit? If I was coach, I would definitely trust him not to get that 6th foul. but maybe leave him on the bench until about 5 minutes. Adebayo hits both free throws.
It'll be interesting to see Coach how they defend the pick and roll with Jamal Murray. They force him to get rid of
Little full court man-to-man trap or man-to-man press. Martin hounding Murray. Murray still with the ball in his hands. Gets it to Brown. Brown tried to scoop pass it to Gordon. Gordon takes a three. Gordon misses. Rebound Adebayo. He gets it to Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry finds Robinson. You don't have to shoot it right there, big man. They get it to Butler. Butler goes strong to the basket. Foul and the point. Butler goes to the free throw line.
Butler has done a good job versus the smaller Nuggets defenders.
Yeah, you can't call that offensive foul.
Butler initiates the contact, plays right through the chest of Jamal Murray.
Yeah, he just goes through. He doesn't run over him. He just goes through. There's a difference. He didn't lower the shoulder.
The NBA Finals are presented by YouTube TV. Try it free. New users only. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
All right, we have another timeout. Coach Gary in the house, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome and thank you for stopping by Coach G TV. We have a good one. That's one thing we can say about all of the games in the playoffs. Well, all the games that I've watched have been good games. Let's say all the series have been good. All right, all the series have been good. All the ones that I've watched, they've been good. No one has gotten series. No one's gotten swept. Even though I think the Lakers came close to it, it was still a good matchup with them. And everything's just been swell, if you will. The play-in games this year were exciting, you know what I'm saying? And for anyone who was thinking, hey, the play-in games are worthless because those guys are never going to get far in the playoffs. Well, two teams have proved everybody wrong. You know what I'm saying? Every team that was in it this year, to me, has been competitive. You know, then we have a team right here in the Miami Heat who are the eighth seed, had to play themselves in, which I've said several times. Now they find themselves in the championship series playoff. You know what I'm saying? So it's been a good playoff this year. And I've tried to include a YouTube audience here, not YouTube, but Facebook audience here. But I don't think it is working. I don't know what I am doing wrong at this moment. But I'm trying to include a YouTube audience. Add stream maker, I don't know what that is. Share, mainstream, blah, blah, blah. Right, but I'm going to figure it out. Not today, but I'm going to figure it out. Thank you guys for the 8 likes. All right, so the Heat make another run. Jay Murray.
And that was their favorite set. The back screen by Murray into the little hand back. Knocked the three home.
Butler with a short jumper. It's good. Yeah, I'll bring him in at like 5 minutes. You know what I'm saying? Like they're still in the league. Gordon gets it to Murray. Murray trying to take over now. Misses. Adebayo with the rebound. Kyle Lowry, a lot of playing time tonight. Gets it to Jimmy Butler. He's thinking about the three. Now he pulls it out and says, yo, I'm going to take it to the basket. Kicks it. Martin swings it. 7 seconds to shoot. Martin keeps moving, finds Adebayo. Oh, Adebayo can't hit the little bunny shot. 7 minutes and 8 seconds on the clock. Jokic can stay on the sideline right now. It's a 6-point lead. Murray throws it up for Gordon. Gordon finds it, puts it in. And Aaron Gordon having his best game of the playoffs.
He's been absolutely outstanding all night long. We talked about his defense throughout the course of this series and previous series, but offensively, he has put his foot on the gas pedal and played an aggressive.
I think whoever gets a double-digit lead now wins the game. Yeah, I tend to agree with you, Tar Heel K, because what we have was it 6 minutes, basically 7 minutes on the clock. Basically 7 minutes on the clock. I think the Miami run is going about as far as it's going to go.
Everything is more connected than you think. It will be difficult and dangerous.
This is personal. If you were proud of who you are, it's a superpower.
Well, Samuel L. Jackson, he is always in some weird movies. All right, Coach, get back to work. Is mesmerized that the new movies is coming out. Don't even know if I'm going to watch that one. All right, there's your score, ladies and gentlemen. 91-83. Nuggets in the lead. Heat trying their best to come back. They had a run there. They got close. I think it was, what, 5-point lead there. Got close to 5 points here in the fourth quarter. And Jokic is going out, so Murray's decided, hey, I've got to do something. Murray, not just Murray, but probably more Aaron Gordon. Some of the role players for Miami have been pretty good tonight, though. Yeah, let's check that out, as a matter of fact. Tar Heel K. Especially offensively. So you got Michael Porter Jr. He's got 11 for Denver. You got to say Gordon is a role player, but today he's actually taking the place of Murray, who has 15. Like I said a few minutes ago, if you switch those guys' points, that's usually how it goes. But anyway, it averages out. Jokic 23 points. I was calling for him to have 28, and it's still not over yet, because he'll probably be coming in. He'll probably be coming in at no less than two more minutes. And then Brown has 10 points. Well, for Miami, you got Kevin Love. That's 12 points. That's at least 6 to 8 points that Kevin Love usually doesn't score right there. So that's a role player doing a good job. Butler is 23, Adebayo 16. Adebayo still had a chance to possibly get 20. Gabe Vincent not doing it right now. Him and Strus they hadn't been able to find it the last 2 games. Robinson has 8. Martin has 9. And Kyle Lowry probably doing the best right there with 13. He and Kevin Love, but I don't know if Kevin Love's going to come back out there. Jimmy Butler, jumper no good. He tips it to Martin. Martin gets it to Robinson. Robinson with the floater is good. And Robinson now with 12 points. Murray kicks it. That's Green in the corner. Butler's fouled on the play. If you trade baskets with the Denver Nuggets after they have a lead, you will not win. Got to figure out a way to stop them.
After 7 turnovers in game 3-0 here tonight. Pass was right into the shooting pocket of Jeff Green.
And in fairness, that's not who he is. He's a scoring point guard. When you look at his numbers historically, the first guy to do that, that's not his nature. Awfully impressive, and he's doing it with a big man.
Jimmy Butler.
Well, this is in his nature. Their favorite set, the little back screen into the handbag.
Wow.
That's just a big time shot.
But again,
Man, I hope my Hornets work on some daggone set plays. Good gracious. I run set plays to death. All right, Butler scores 2 more. 87. 3 seconds on the clock. Becoming a friend. Oh, Robinson gets his hands on it, and that ball probably knocked out of bounds by Robinson, but we're not sure. I think it's going to go to the Heat. Yeah. Murray to trigger this one. Hope finds Gordon now back in the hands of Murray. No Jokic. He's in foul trouble. With the hezzy, Murray. Usually when he makes you dance like that, he finishes. But he misses this time. And Butler with the rebound. They're giving Butler the 3. Caldwell Pope. But Butler is too strong. Strip. Put it down. And Gordon comes out of there with it. 3-on-1. Nice ball movement. Easy layup. That's how you do fast break right there, baby.
Looking like he was getting beat, stayed in the pitch and came up with a strip. Nuggets making some big defensive plays as we're under 5 minutes remaining. Duncan Robinson out to Lowry.
Kyle Lowry gets it to Adebayo. Adebayo goes strong. That turnaround is short. Adebayo's had a couple like that, not able to finish it. Now the Nuggets taking their time with 4 minutes and 36 seconds on the clock. They've got 10 seconds to shoot. 9-point lead. Murray behind the back on Adebayo. Throws it up. Misses everything. Shot clock violation. 4 minutes and 23 seconds on the clock. That was a good defensive play by Caldwell Pope. I mean, yeah. But then Butler brought it down. She just went ahead back up. And Adebayo, Bam's got to hit these little jumpers right here. All right. Miami Heat still got a chance. 9-point lead by the Denver Nuggets with 4 minutes and 16 seconds on the clock. Adebayo It's Robinson. Robinson drives. They're going to call it for a travel.
14 turnover for Miami. Jokic will return.
And Jokic comes in with 4 minutes and 9 seconds on the clock.
Clippers to start the fourth at the 6.
I think if Miami loses the series, they will trade some of their current role players for a stronger cast around Butler and Adebayo. Yeah, and they've got some guys they can trade and get some good, one good player, a couple of good players for. You're right. But do you think Damian Lillard would leave? He strikes me as being one of those guys that's just going to be like, hey, this is where I'm at. This is where I'm going to be. You know what I'm saying? If we can win one here, I'll win it. If I don't, this is where I'm going to be. That's what Dame reminds me of. I don't know if he'll move or what. I think he's like a veteran guy for his team. He's going to be at It's Portland, right? Yeah.
Bruce Brown, Kentavious Caldwell-Pope, that Calvin Booth brought in, especially to help make them a better defensive team. Come up big here on the fourth day.
Brown misses.
Gave them a toughness, a nastiness, a competitive spirit.
But that would be nice to have Lillard there. That would be a three-head monster right there. He would definitely space the floor for Butler and those guys. For Butler and Adebayo. I think he leaves this year because I think that his team wants to get. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. If they trade him, yeah. If they get him out of there, then yeah.
And he's protected against the
Yeah, you don't have a choice then.
back cut of Duncan Robinson.
Kick ball violation, but it stops what would have been probably a layup.
All right, Adebayo hands that to Lowry. Lowry kicks it to Martin. Martin steps to the side. Three-pointer won't fall. Rebound. Brown. Still a 10-point lead, but some of the air seems to be going out of the balloon just a little bit. Brown drives. He's fouled. On his way. Was it on the floor?
See how smart they are. Instead of having Brown set the screen on Murray, which the Heat are expecting, now they have
Gabe Vincent on the sideline. All you can do is look. He's just not able to find his offense.
set him to the screen. That's 2 straight times he's allowed him to go away from the screen.
Hey, that's a good point there, Tari. Okay. Yeah, because I can understand them wanting to get younger, and Dame's good. I think Dame still got a good 3 good years in him, maybe even more. All right, once again, it's been a very interesting game. Right now it stands a 10-point lead by the Denver Nuggets, who once they've taken the lead, I don't think they've relinquished it since they had the lead. I'm pretty sure that Miami had the lead 21-20 at the end of the first. Since then, it's been second quarter 35-30 Denver. 31-22 third quarter Denver, and right now, as it stands, Miami 14-11 outscoring the Denver Nuggets at this point right now. But as you can see, the big man, Jokic, 2-time MVP, NBA MVP player, back on the court. They get the ball in. Murray comes off the screen, almost ripped, gets to the Jokic. Thought Jokic was going to step into a 3-point shot. 3 to shoot. Murray spins. Can't hit it. Butler comes down with a rebound. Butler hangs in the air. Finds Martin. Gets it back to Butler. Kyle Lowry finds Robinson. Robinson blows by his man. And the shot is good. I think he has like $30 million left on his contract, and he's been in the league 10 years. That frees up a lot of cap space. Yep, really does. I wonder if they'll trade him or they'll try to, you know, Bruce Brown. He always finds a way. You know, if they'll. Is okay. Well, he got $30 million on his contract, so yeah. If they could make a move, get some younger guys. I would like to see that. I'd like to see a Miami big three: Adebayo, Butler, and Damian Lillard. All right, 2 minutes and 25 seconds on the clock. A little full court pressure. Denver with 11 points. Brown taking everybody downtown. Adebayo loses it. Eric Gordon, Caldwell Pope, you better hit that. Oh, he does. And he's got to get another timeout, ladies and gentlemen. Well, you said it, Tar Heel K. And they definitely got more than a 10-point lead. And looks like they're going to win this one going away. See, Caldwell Pope hit that one. And you don't hit that one, man. It's like, come on to the sideline, son. We got all this time and you shooting a three. But he hit it, so now that's the type of shot that my boys shoot in the same situation. You know, they got a big lead, they got a comfortable lead, nobody under the basket. The Hornets will come down just because they're open and jack that shot up. Instead of attacking the basket, if nobody's in front of me, attack the basket. If somebody comes to me, you know, I've got somebody trailing or one of my guys is going to be open because whoever's under the basket is got to come to me and try to stop me. But we'll shoot that three and miss the three, and then the other team gets a long rebound, goes down the other end and scores on us. Just learn to play the right way. Learn to play the game the right way. But I know it's a 3-point. That's just what you do in the pros. You got an open 3-point shot. You shoot a 3-point shot, right? Like the old school way of just because you got an open shot doesn't mean you got to shoot it. That's going out the window. They used to get it to the guy who was hot. Robinson saves it. Oh, and old man Green comes back and steals it. 1 minute 35 seconds on the clock. Ladies and gentlemen, the fat lady is in the building. Brown feeling it. Oh my goodness. And he puts the icing on top. With a minute and 11 seconds on the clock, the large lady is making her way to the microphone.
Here's a little sidestep three. He's just giving them great.
Rumor has it he wants to go to a team with a chance for a chip.
As happy for others'
And rumor
success
also has
as he is for
it
his own.
that Portland only wants to trade him to a team. Yeah, I would too. I would too. If I'm gonna trade him, I definitely wouldn't trade him to anybody in the West. Gotta get out of this Western Conference, so we don't have to play you. But
Stellar performance by Bruce Brown.
yeah, to me, I just Lillard just looks like the type of guy that would stay regardless. Like, I want to end my career here, but if they want to get rid of him, they want to make that trade, and he wants to go somewhere, these days, all you got to do is say, yo, I don't want to be here no more, and they'll make it happen. And if he's having trouble figuring out how to do it, he call Kevin Durant and call Kyrie Irving, figure out how to do it. Jokic can't find it. Rebound Adebayo. Finds Martin under the basket. Little window dressing with 43 seconds on the clock. 108-95 is the score. Gordon. 5 seconds on the clock. Now 19 seconds to shoot. No need to even take that shot. Kyle Lowry with a long shot. 13 seconds on the clock. The fat lady is clearing her throat, ladies and gentlemen. So the Denver Nuggets have come to Miami and taken 2 games. And now they have what is called a commanding lead.
Against the Golden State Warriors. Jimmy Butler and the Heat. So many big wins.
108-95 is the score.
So many comeback wins. Not the case tonight. Now their season on the brink as they head to Denver for Game 5.
That's right. They have to go back to Denver. Hey, number one, before you guys leave, thank you all for hanging out. Tar Heel K. Love is. Thanks for stopping by real quick. Michael Smitty, Andrew, to my new subscriber, Kathy Bolton. Thank you guys for all stopping by. And thank you guys for stopping by and leaving comments in the comment section. Let's see. Ended up with 11 likes, maybe even more later on. So, yeah. Thank you guys. So, of course, you know what the deal is. Coach Gary will go over the team stats and the box scores. Then I'm going to get out of here. And we'll see you next time, ladies and gentlemen. Game number 5. And it could be the final game. Right? Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. It could be the final game in Denver, Colorado. So here's how things went tonight. Denver Nuggets box scores: Aaron Gordon 27 points, best game of his playoff series today. Michael Porter Jr. 11 points. Jokic 23, got in a little foul trouble, had 10 rebounds and 4 assists. 12 rebounds and 4 assists. Murray 15 points, 12 assists. Caldwell Pope Jr. 7 points. Green had 3. Bruce Brown 21 points. Big time. There it is right there, ladies and gentlemen. There it is right there. The role players. Gordon basically took the place of Murray scoring, but then they had Brown with 23. Just blew it open. Brown did a lot of his work there in the fourth quarter, but it just blew it open there at the end there. So the Heat had no chance. But here's what the Heat did. Kevin Love, 12 points off the bench, big time for him. Jimmy Butler did his thing, 25 points, 7 rebounds, 7 assists. Adebayo had 20 with 11 rebounds. Dave Vincent, only 2 points. Strus, 0 points. And Dave Vincent was 0 of 4. Strus was, excuse me, 0 of 4 from behind the 3. Strus was 0 of 3. So Dave was 1 of 6 from the floor. Strus was 0 of 4 from the floor. So those starters right there just didn't help the Heat. Robinson off the bench. Now, this is the second decent game that Robinson has, and I know coaches like, we got to go with the guys who usually do it. That's Strus and Gabe Vincent. But hey, if they look, the next game they come out and they shoot 2 shots and they not on, Robinson is getting out there early, like really early. In fact, here you go. You start Robinson. If he plays well, you never know. Those guys, Robinson may be in consistent form, right? And then the next game, Vincent and Strus may be on. So you already got Robinson out there doing his thing, and then you sub Strus and those guys in there, and they come out shooting 2. It's a win-win. But anyway, Highsmith, no playing time today. Martin got 33 minutes. He got 11 points. Played a little bit better than he has the last few games offensively. And then Kyle Lowry with a big game down there at the a good game for him. 13 points, 7 assists, 3 rebounds for a 35-year-old. All right, so team stats go like this. Let's see. Do I have a little? Yeah, I got a little music playing for you guys. For you 7 guys still in, 7 people still in here, not just guys. All right, here's the team stats. The Denver Nuggets shot 49% from the field, 39 to 79. And the Miami Heat shot 45.5%. 3-point shooting, 14 to 28 for the Denver Nuggets, 50%. The Miami Heat, 8 out of 25, 32%. Free throws, the Denver Nuggets, 16 to 21 for 76.2%. Miami Heat, 17 to 20 for 85%. Rebounding, the Miami Heat actually out-rebounded the Denver Nuggets. Assists, man, I like what I see from these teams who are in the playoffs. These assists are high, and some of you may be looking and saying, Coach, 26, 23, I mean, that's average. Yeah, that's average for your team. My team, the Hornets, since the first 1-2 years that LaMelo Ball was there, we don't have 22, 20, we don't have 26, 23 assists because nobody runs with him, and we've got that daggone, what do you call it, ISO game. We do the ISO game. We don't pass the ball. We just do the ISO. Now, I will say at the end of the year, and I'm sorry I'm talking about my Hornets, but at the end of the year, after the Hornets decided, hey, we're just going to just let our young guys play because we're not going to make it to the playoffs or the play-in or whatever, our assists went up because they actually had to share the ball. There's not one person out there that could run the ISO. All right, and then when we went to the ISO with Book Night, it didn't work. It didn't work. So, oh my gosh, if somebody doesn't change, like, you know what I'm saying? We got a new coach, which was our old coach, and Coach Clifford. He's our offense looks just like it did with Borrego. Like nothing has changed. So anyway, I digress. Rebound, Miami 37-33. There's your assist right there. Steals. Look at the steals for the Denver Nuggets. Blocks, turnovers. That was the biggest deal right there, ladies and gentlemen. You cannot win. You're not going to beat the #1 team number one seed team in the West if you turn the ball over 16 times. Now they turned over 8. That's Denver, but Miami 16 times. You can't win like that. All right. Fast break points right there. Points in the paint. Both teams about the same, 48 to 46. And the biggest lead, 17. Jokic is reaching Larry Bird status now. Well, what do you think? Hey, I'll give it to him. And you know, it's ironic that they've got nearly the same type of shot. But yeah, he's doing his thing. Now, if he stays in the league 5 more years playing at this level, imagine what records and things he's gonna break. He's that dude. If you ask me, and people hate it. People hate on him, you know, because he's not like the greatest athlete, just like Bird wasn't a great athlete, but you know, fundamentally sound, can see the floor, just as good of a passer as he is an offensive scorer, which gets his team easy baskets, and they know it. They know it. How many times you see tonight with him with those little quick passes, because him and his teammates know each other. Like he knows, hey, you're going this way. I see you. I don't have to look at you, but I know you're getting ready to cut on me. And they know it. They just move. If it looks like they've got a little spot, they're just gonna move it. You know, Jokic will put it on them. Yeah, one of the greatest passers in the league, hands down. Nobody can say any difference. And I am a non-biased observer because I am definitely not a Denver Nugget fan. I'm definitely not a Heat fan. All right, I'm a basketball fan. My team are the Hornets, one of the lowest right now. But we'll see what happens this next year. But yeah, I agree with that. Tar Heel K. He's doing Larry Bird like things. He definitely is. Now give him 5 more years and see how high that status can be, how close he can get to Larry. Pretty impressive in Denver on the verge of an NBA championship. Yep, it'll be their first one. And if they can continue to play and then add a few pieces, what if they can add one more dude? You know, maybe in the second round, somebody that nobody picks up. You know what I'm saying? And quietly find that third guy. All right. 3-1. Yep. Jeff Green and Brown. Wow. Yeah. Especially that Brown dude. Jeff Green, the elder statesman, coming out doing his thing. What can Brown do for you? Yeah, Brown could put in. What did he have? 21 points. Denver going back home. Yeah, that'll be great for them to do that. Go back home and win. And see now they're gonna. You gotta believe at home for them that is definitely gonna be home court advantage, and they will play like it. Like you know, sometime the Heat. I mean, as a team, it doesn't seem like they play with the urgency. You know what I'm saying? I do like the way Butler and I do like the way Adebayo went aggressively at the basket day, but sometimes you just don't see it out of them. So, but hey, even though they did go at the basket aggressively offensively, they had some breakdown in defense. But maybe it's just Denver. Maybe it's just Denver is just the better team overall, and the Heat they've got to play a darn near perfect game. Like everybody that comes on the court, the outside shooters got to be on. Adebayo and Butler have got to be on. You know what I'm saying? So that may be it. Denver just may be honestly the better team. I couldn't stand Bird, but that boy could play. I give him respect for that. Oh yeah, oh yeah. I didn't have a problem with Bird, but I I didn't just I didn't really dislike Bird. I just didn't like the Celtics. Like to me, and I still don't like the Celtics. Even though you got you got the Brown, Tatum, uh, Marcus Smart. Even though it's a different looking Celtics team now, I've never really I like the Celtics. The Celtics remind me of like they give me that atmosphere or culture of the of Duke. You know what I'm saying? I just they're just not my favorite team, right? And I hate the Celtics colors. Any of you Celtics fans out there, I hate that. But anyway, I I'm not taking anything away from them. They've had some great teams, right? I've just never been a Celtic fan, so it wasn't really just it wasn't really Bird. Uh, if the only way I would like the Celtics, only way I would have liked the Celtics, is if Michael Jordan went to the Celtics, and then it wouldn't really be about the Celtics. It'd be about more about Michael Jordan back in the day. But that would have been it. I was a Worthy fan, so I like the Lakers, and I'm white. Yeah, look, uh, yeah, like I've told this story many times. When I was young, back in those days, when I was young, I mean, I didn't really watch the NBA like that. I didn't watch the NBA until until Michael Jordan went pro, right? I love college ball. That's what I would watch. I knew about all the players in the NBA, and sometimes I'd watch it. Maybe 5, 10 minutes, but I didn't really have a team. I didn't. To me, it just I'm a type of dude that is like, okay, I've got to have a reason to like a team. So if they're from my city, they're from my town, my state, or I'm gonna like the team. I got love for you, so that's why I like all Carolina teams. So before the Hornets came to town, I didn't really have a team. Like I watched every Chicago Bulls game because when Michael was there, they played every Sunday. They put him or them on television at some time. So I watch it and I pull for the Bulls and want the Bulls to win just because Michael Jordan was in it. But like I said, I never bought the Air Force tennis shoes, Air Force ones. I didn't buy the black and red ones. I still have never bought one. I don't have a black and red anything in my house. I I never wore the number 23. Even when I was in college, I had a chance. I didn't. That was the last number. I mean, just none of that. But I did watch the pros because I like Michael Jordan. Uh, but um, but yeah, the only time I really started watching the NBA was after the Charlotte Hornets came to town. I was like, well, that's our team. That's North Carolina's team. So heck yeah, I'm gonna watch these guys. When they first started, couldn't win a game. That was my team. I got Charlotte Hornet stuff, but that's how that goes. And Worthy was my man, was my boy too. I would watch the Lakers. I never really followed anybody that went to pro until Michael Jordan went pro from Carolina. I really did. Like when not James Worthy, but I don't know how far you can go back, Tar Heel K, but there was a guy on Carolina's team when I first started watching Carolina his name was Al Wood. Back in the Al Wood, Jimmy Black days, Matt Doherty, those guys. I think I said Jimmy Black. Those guys. what's his name? Sam. I forgot Sam's name. But anyway, that group right there. I didn't even when Al Wood left. I didn't follow him to the pros because he didn't stay long. But I didn't follow him, and that was my dude. That was the dude before Michael Jordan that I would go out in the yard and emulate him and Jimmy Black. But I didn't follow those guys. All right, but then. And then maybe part of that was because there was NBA on television, but you know what I'm saying, it wasn't like it is now. You can find it anywhere. But when Michael Jordan went, I followed him. I was like, oh, he got drafted to the Bulls. I gotta see what this dude's doing at the Bulls. And then when everybody saw that he was a different type dude, and then start saying that Dean Smith was holding him back, which he probably was. That just changed my idea of the pros, and I followed him. And then when the Charlotte Hornets got their team, I was like, that's my team. So every time I got a chance to watch them, I was there. I was watching. So that's how that goes. Either my coach and I love Jordan because of the Tar Heels. Yeah. I would score 41 plus in the Final Four in 81. Yes, sir. That was my dude, Al Wood, when they lost to the Indians in the championship game when they had Isaiah. Yep. Al Wood was my dude. He was my dude. All right, guys. It's been nice. What time is it? Getting past my bedtime. I'm thinking about maybe playing in a golf tournament tomorrow, but we'll see. But yeah, thank you everyone for hanging out with me tonight. And I'm gonna get out of here, and I'm gonna see you guys next time. Let's see. Let me run through again. Everybody in the chat, Michael Smitty, man, thanks for stopping by. Andrew Estrada, thank you for stopping by and hanging out. Or at least leaving a comment in the comment section. I appreciate you. Tar Heel K, my man, stay all day. Thank you, man, for hanging out with me. So our new subscriber, Miss Kathy Bolton. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. Love is stop by. And that's it. And so the next game, we'll see. We'll see if Denver will get their first NBA championship or if the Heat will extend it one more game. All right, guys, I'm out. Thanks for hanging out. Coach Gary is gone. Peace. The transition, and we'll be out right here.
All of these things.